Hey Claire, it's me. Not trying to step on your toes, but the story was so good that I had to blog about it. So you remember 1776, right? Not that you were there. I mean, we go to James Madison University. 1776 is a big year for us. It's the year that we basically fought for all of the freedoms that we have. Either that or it led to all of the freedoms that we have today. One of those freedoms is the freedom of press. This means, as a journalist, which, as you know, is something that I'm studying to be, you're protected from the government, by the government, from encroaching on your stories, getting your sources, or learning things about your sources that you want to be kept secret. You see, if you're going to deliver the news, what you need from your audience is trust. What you need from your interviewers is trust too. If you're not trustworthy or approachable, your sources aren't going to share any of the information that you would like to get from them. Now, I don't really know what the government's problem is with keeping these unalienable rights. We've had them for centuries. I don't understand. 1776 and the freedom that Americans have is not really something that's hard to remember. But this weekend, Harrisonburg police officers forgot what 1776 was, once again putting our beloved James Madison University in the limelight. Saturday afternoon, officers stormed into the Breeze office with a search warrant. They demanded that the photos from the riots be placed in their care. One of my classmates and editor-in-chief of the Breeze was present during this time. And Katie, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for talking about you, but everyone else is, so I think it'll be fine. She, being a good journalist and knowing what 1776 meant, politely refused. She read them their privacy statement, but officers would hear nothing of it. They said that if she were not willing to hand over the photos, they were prepared to take out every computer in the newsroom with them. Apparently they had this big white van in the parking lot of the Breeze office and this big, buff, intimidating police officer waiting for the cue to take the computers out of the newsroom. So Katie, who was now caught between a rock and a hard place, or up a creek without a paddle, or in a tight spot, and insert cliche of your choice here. She had no choice but to sit there and burn all of the photos regarding the riots onto a CD for the officers, thus making a few big wigs in the journalism industry very angry. My editor from the publication I worked with over the summer sent me this news release via email from the Society of Professional Journalists. The leadership of the Society of Professional Journalists is outraged by your actions when you barged into the offices of the Breeze at James Madison University and seized over 900 published and unpublished photos from the newsroom. In a democratic society, it is vital to have an unfettered press. Admonishment, chastising. We ask that you return all, in caps, of the materials, as well as copies taken during your raid, and issue an apology to the student newspaper, its staff, and the university community. Sincerely, Kevin Smith, SPJ President. Kevin Smith, SPJ President, you're pretty baller. Katie Tisdale, you're pretty baller too. It may not seem like a big deal now, but we can't let the government encroach on our rights as journalists. And I've got news for you. It's not just news reporters. The freedom of speech is the reason why we get to make these videos to one another. It's the reason why anyone can put any video on YouTube. We can't forget what 1776 means. It means that we have the basic rights outlined to us in the Constitution. Katie Tisdale, don't give up. What you're doing is important. Thank you for sticking up for the future of our career. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the field later on. And Claire, I'll see you later. This was on my mind and it was getting me all fired up, so I thought I'd share with you about it.